Hello everyone. When I was a kid, I would sometimes wonder why do we need to study geography and what is the importance of geography in our lives. Now, perhaps I thought like that because it was for me a dull subject, a drab subject. I did not find interest, and so I wanted to know what is the need of geography when I grow up. What if I don't pursue this as a subject for my higher studies? Why do I need to study it at all? But then, growing up, I realized that this is one subject which will actually help me understand and plan certain things to have a better efficiency at whatever else I'm doing. And what I understood growing up all these years, so let me share some of those insights with you. Maybe it will help you if you are also the ones who are wondering why we need to study geography at all. So, what does geography really help us with? Understand this, let us first understand what exactly geography is. Now, geography is basically the study of Earth, and geo in form of the graphical representations, the photographs, the maps, the surface representations, that is, and that is what we call geography. So basically, the surface of Earth represented in form of maps, in form of any other graphical forms, this is a part of geography. But what is it going to help us with? Now, one of the very important things that geography will help us with is positioning. Imagine that you have a graph paper with you, and suppose that you plot a point randomly somewhere on the graph paper, and you have to convey to somebody where that point has been plotted. To convey that, you would say that the point has been plotted, say, 10 boxes from left to right, and 5 boxes from bottom to top. That will give you the exact location of that point. Now, suppose that the entire earth has been wrapped by a graph paper. If you have something like that, you will be able to tell the exact position of any continent, any country, any city, even the street outside your homes. And such positioning systems, such efficient positioning systems that are given by the knowledge of geography, they help the satellites, they help the Met departments, they help the aircrafts, help the Navy, they even help your parents or perhaps even you when you use your phones to reach some place using a Google map. So when you're using these maps, you are basically using the electronic method of reading these positioning systems. So your phone is actually reading the coordinates and giving you the direction whenever you are lost on the way. And therefore, positioning is one of the very important things that geography helps us understand. So if you want to become a scientist, if you want to become a Met department scientist, if you want to go to space, if you want to drive an aircraft, you want to go to Navy, wherever you have to read coordinates of the earth, you need to have a little bit of knowledge about geography. So geography would basically help you understand the position of certain things. Another very, very important thing that geography helps us understand and do is planning. What kind of planning? Now, this here is the physical map of India. I told you that geography is all about maps. You already know that perhaps. But there are political maps, there are physical maps. A political map will tell you administrative boundaries. So basically, if there is government of Maharashtra, till what region will be the jurisdiction of Maharashtra government, what part is Madhya Pradesh, what part is Chhattisgarh, that is how the political map is distributed. But what does a physical map tell you? A physical map tells you certain physical attributes of the land. Like, say, here in the physical map of India, you can have a map which will tell you which part of India has maximum amount of vegetation, or you can have a physical map of India which will tell you which part of the country receives maximum amount of rainfall annually, or you can have 12 different maps of every month telling you which area of the country receives how much rainfall in which month of the year throughout the year. So, with all these maps, you can plan a lot of things. Like, say, if you grow up to become an industrialist and you are an agronomic industrialist, you want to have a land where you want a rubber plantation. Now, if you have a little bit of idea about geography, if you know what kind of rainfall each part of the country receives and what kind of soil each part of the country has, you will be in a position to efficiently plan where you want to buy that land so that you have a good plantation of rubber, because rubber will have certain requirements from soil, from rainfall, etc. Or suppose that you grow up to become an industrialist who needs iron ores or bauxite or something like that. So a physical map of India or a little knowledge of geography of this land will be able you will be able to understand where exactly you need to have your industry so that you have efficient mining and efficient transport of all these raw materials that you need in your industry. So basically geography and the study of geography, the understanding of geography of a certain area will help you plan a lot of things. It may also help you predict. How can it help you predict? Now, Japan is an area where there is earthquake. There are a lot of earthquakes. Earthquake prone area. Now, a little bit of knowledge about the tectonic behavior of the land where you live in, and if you know that the area is earthquake prone, you can have structures, you can have architectural structures which are designed according to that. Now, centuries ago in Japan, the pagodas were designed such that they are earthquake resistant. Now, this was done because the people then, the architects then, had the knowledge of their land, they knew about the tectonic behavior of the land, and therefore they knew that whatever structures they had to build, if they wanted them to have a long lasting life, they wanted them earthquake resistant, they designed them in certain ways such that they became resistant to all the tremors that happened very regularly in that area. So basically, the knowledge of geography will help you position, it will help you plan, it will even help you to some extent predict what kind of resources or what kind of changes the earth is going to have or the land is going to have in the future, if you know a little bit about the behavioral pattern of the land where you are planning a certain thing in. Now, what is also important is that you connect the dots. Connect the dots between, say, history, geography, civics, economics, all the points that are present in your syllabus of social studies. Now, suppose that there are two states that are fighting with each other. A little bit of study about the history will be able to tell you the origin of this fight. A little bit of study about geography will be able to help you with understanding what are the natural resources they are fighting about. A little bit of idea about civics may help you understand what are the laws of the land which will govern this fight or which will help this fight resolve or which will even help settle the rights of the two states. And if you have a little bit of idea about what the two states are good at, you can even drive the economy in the right way. So basically, all these subjects, the history of a land, the geography of a land, the civics, the laws on which the land is governed, those laws, they all help in driving the economy, and economy is nothing but how you lead your life. So basically, all these subjects connect together, they help you, they will help you in a larger scale, even if you're not pursuing these subjects exactly in your careers and your further studies. So with that, we will end this video. There will be future videos about geography, about civics, about history. But for now, thank you very much.